What is this? Okay, good. It looks like I just milked nothing. I should probably not do that in town. Just like jack off in the town square. Hey, how's it going? Whoa, whoa! What the fuck is this? Got him! I've just been drifting around, being led by circumstances. No, that's not right. In Ave, you helped Bart when he needed it. I can't keep a fucking straight face, this awful writing. Drifting, kind of like me. Holy shit. Oh no! Oh, we're not quite dead yet. Don't worry though, I have a telescope equipped. The sprite tells me it's a lady, but the face tells me it's a man. Do that Dr. Girlfriend voice. Yesterday my stove caught on fire. I thought the whole house was gonna burn down. You, they're ugly, kid. Every kid is ugly.
What? These aren't special in any way. There goes the potion! Oh!
It's a perfect fit. Oh! Ooh! Well, that's gonna be a problem. 24 people have died. We might not finish the campaign now. Oops. I never equipped the chainsaw. I never equipped the chainsaw! Oh my god. I didn't stab that man with a chainsaw. I just made chainsaw noises as I hit him with an axe. Holy fuck, I'm an idiot.
I know I heard something.
Oh, he'll have the key for sure.
Fascist.
Police! Nobody move! Like I kicked his knee bone or something.
Are you
Oh,
blind?
oof.
What in God's... I mean, better luck next time.
Armor broken, what the fuck? Just kicked that board and my clothes exploded. Arcanum.
Damn it. Stop. You totally fucked it up.
Well, you fucked me, dog. We're not getting in now. You blew it, old man. Holy shit, you blew it. Wow, and it's just his face. Oh. No! I can't take you seriously when your planet's called Choco. Welcome to Choco, keep your nose clean. Is your planet named after candy?
Spell shit in hindsight.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
That went pretty good. The hell is this? It says the sacrifice of fire is the gate to ruin. Place torch if you crave the void. Okay.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
I fucked that up. A whole bunch.
Hey there, welcome back to Stinkenheim, but also, more importantly, welcome back to Rockfield Crossing. Now, if you remember where we left off, I said I was going to try to get a building theme so we could try to have a more like European small town sort of vibe going on in Rockfield, and I think I found it. So, hey Justin, we are going to not completely do over Rockfield Crossing, but it's going to need a bit of work. For starters, we need to pretty much bulldoze everything to let these new buildings take over. But also, we're going to try to make some changes. Probably end up making Rockfield a little more dense. Because we're going to have a lot of these like 2x2 or 2x3 buildings, which means we'll have a lot of like there's this space we can capitalize on. And this as well. We were going to make this a park, but because these European buildings, we're going to wind up with like these sort of courtyards in between them. We're going to just try to get pretty dense development in the interior, like on the outside here. In this suburban shit, like whatever. That's where the European suburbia theme will kick in. Because this is low density. And also this road here needs some work, I noticed, because basically everybody comes from Woodgrove down this road here, and then they fuck up this intersection, but we can just give them a slip lane all the way to the highway. And that'll alleviate a lot of traffic. So let's do that right now. I want to get rid of this light commercial though, because the high density will give us these nice wall-to-wall style buildings. So basically we just need the slip lane to get out to the highway section. There. And this would be landscaped, I guess. Maybe even just this road. These roads aren't set in stone, I think. In order to get the vibe we want, we might have to rearrange them. And also... Whoops. I keep trying to press escape to get out of traffic manager, but you don't do that. There's a crosswalk here, not for fucking long. Everybody's allowed to block. No crosswalks. Like I said, because we want this extra density, is we're basically gonna sometimes use footpaths, but we're mostly gonna try to leverage these, which I think we get these from the network extension mod. Zonable pedestrian. Stone tiny road. We could do this one, which puts a little bike lane in the middle, but it's the size of an actual road. But these are quite narrow, so like we can capitalize on those for starters. Let's get rid of all the zoning for now, and we're just gonna make a little like walkable neighborhoods. Basically, we're gonna add a bus network as well to funnel everybody in here to the subway station. And then we're also going to have another bus lane that takes you from the subway station all the way out to Earl's Farm here, in case that's where you work. So you should be able to walk everywhere in Rockfield when we're finished. You hop on a bus, and then you take the subway into the city, or you hop on another bus to work, or you just walk down the paths, because it should be... You should be able to get around pretty easily. But these are technically roads, so emergency vehicles will take them, and if you live on this street, you'll take a car, but everyone else should walk. So we can actually connect these to intersections, and it shouldn't generate too much traffic as long as we give them like a stop or a yield. And so see, that gives us some 2x2s here, and then I'm going to connect it here. There we go. So you can cut right down. Ooh, Mason Street. Maybe that's where the brick workers used to live in the olden days. But we don't want traffic coming down this, so this can't be commercial. So it'll be commercial on the outside, and then like these little interior alleys. This will be residential. So residential, 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 residential. And then there's just a tiny bit of green space so we can do the that manicured grass and put some trees or bushes. So there's not necessarily any parks in Rockfield, but there's a lot of small spaces where there's some nature. And then this is kind of scruffy, but like there's going to be some landscaping and wildlife along the train tracks. If you really got to get away from the city. And then the zoning does go pretty deep, but I think these buildings are really only 3 tiles deep. So we're actually going to have even more space than it looks like. But there's a little road there. And you know what? I'm going to try to put a pedestrian path here. I don't want the zonable one, because that'll fuck up the zoning anymore. You grew up on a Mason Road. Ooh, there might be a Sewell residence here then. If we cannot fuck up the zoning. Perfect. And then something like... this is a little dicey. Just a little bit of a curve. We don't want to fuck up any zoning here. Like that. Alright, well. Oopsie. I want to get rid of these two, but I want to save some shit over here. Still no, huh? Would you smarten up? I think the move it tool is not actually respecting the zoning, or maybe just because it's paused. Well, whoa. It's fine, it's fine. We're just getting started. There's going to be some hiccups. Right here. There. And then, yeah, probably this won't develop here, and this little L won't develop, so it'll be a nice little courtyard we can landscape. Again, this is going to be a park, but this is all going to get zoned now for the exact same reason. So, I'm going to take it from this intersection here, and then maybe try to get like a Y. It'll be tricky. We're going to lose a lot of space here, but I think it'll give it an interesting shape. It's not, and it's giving us, like, no zoning. Oh, boy. Well, that's one way to get around. We need to actually be able to fucking put some buildings in here, though. These would be relatively small. This is not working. Well, it's not working the way I want. Okay, that's not as bad. And then, like, this could just be a courtyard, right? Maybe you just want to take a breather while you're waiting for the train. So this is okay. I like this. Again, this should be a nice little green area here. This is, you know, I want to try to get closer to the subway, but I don't know. The zoning just changed near Mace. It looks okay. Okay. And then I don't want to fuck with the bridge here, but... Can you remind us what DLC I'm using? I have everything but natural disasters. And I have a wide array of mods installed at this point. I always end up slapping another couple on after a stream to accomplish what I want. Yeah, I think I want to try to have another zonable one here. Maybe even closer to this hill. Because then we can disable zoning on this road, so the brick ones face back onto it. There we go, and then, yeah, give me my zoning. Turn it off, and then look at that. Now this is all up for grabs. Put some landscaping here. Unfortunately, this corner is very sparse, but I guess no one would really want to live right next to the subway station. Across the street's not too bad because there's shops as well, but right next to it there's probably not that hot. So these people are actually probably going to be fucking crybabies about it. So we'll go just 2. They'll need a lot of trees and shit. 2 definite. This is definitely going to be... you know, I'm not actually sure if the theme I have works for offices, so we're going to have... What's wrong with Mason Street? Mason Street looks fine. I'm not sure what you mean. That worries me there. This looks like it was a moment ago. So yeah, I want this facing the bridge. The one... Oh, speaking of the ones... Oh, this? Ah! Because this little block formed, okay. So yeah, unfortunately, because we have a lot of these not 90-degree angle turns, we're going to miss out on some of the sweet buildings that take up the whole corner and look really sharp, but that's just how things go in Rockfield. It's going to be a nice courtyard here. And then, you know what I do? You have to have buildings on both sides or the pedestrian pathways can look kind of weird. So there's a lot of shit over here already. This is not ploppable, so we can get rid of that and we can get rid of these shitty buildings. This fire station's kind of big. And for that reason, it's going to be a little tricky to get through here. I might move this somewhere away from the subway station so we can just have that much more density here with a zonable pathway. Because I can go like this. Actually, that's great. Wow. That really worked. It's practically flush with it. And then we can use the move it tool because some of these buildings are going to look weird, so we'll nudge them closer to the move it tool, and for the same reason we can nudge them away from the fire department here. But this is going to be... This might fuck with a lot of zoning, but I want this to be right up against it. Now, how much did I fuck myself there? Not as much as you'd think. Actually opened up a square there, it looks like. We don't do light density because those will look weird with our theming. And then, yeah, we can get some more residential here by the fire department. That's great. So we actually will keep the fire department here. A little bit of gray space, which might mix things up a bit, because it's actually very dense here. Actually, I changed my mind, and I want a pedestrian pathway flush with the fire station again. This is fine, because we can shimmy this node to get it right on there. Look at that, got the space back. And then we got some here now. Beauty. My only concern is that we're creating a lot of crosswalks when we create intersections, basically. I need you to be straight, and you're not. I can just come off of it and straighten up later. There we go, like that. Look at that. That's actually Rockfield's gonna have more people than fucking Stinkenheim at this rate with all this high density, but we need a lot of population. We have to unlock a lot of stuff, so. I'm a little concerned that it's playing the ominous, you fucked up music, but the trumpet of embarrassment. And then, yeah, it's like there's a little space for some landscaping, but not a lot, which is what I was hoping for. And then probably this is the edge of like the core, so this can still be light. So we'll get that nice European suburbia style over there. Yeah, managed to toss in a little extra structures here. This is... I feel like we should just re-envision this, because this four-way intersection is a real problem. Because they coming off the highway, and then this is basically the main drag, because they have to take the bridge if they want to get to the other half of Rockfield Crossing, which this... It's not a lot of space to take advantage of here, but we should probably try to clean it up with some pathways. Now, can I... Yes, because I want to put a path right here. Maybe even connect it to this. That's possible. That would be possible because we don't need these. Beauty. We want people to not use their car. That actually doesn't create an intersection, so they have a bit of a walk ahead of them if they go there. I do have to set the building theme. Before we unpause here, Justin. And then, so there's actually nothing on this path. So wait, well, this is a pedestrian path, so this can all be green space. This is green space. Not a huge fan of this police station because it clogs up this four-way. I think I might put it over here because earlier I made that rainbow joke about how they'd be on the edge of town, but might have to move it further in town. Yeah, I mean it's got an interesting shape. It's like there's the roads aren't straight. There's like the busy meandering pedestrian paths. It should look really nice once it all grows in. Actually, I am going to do this. It's too close to the path, we can nudge it out of the way. We can even rotate it so it's flush with the path. We're going to be able to get some interesting stuff done with Move It, although it might also really fuck up once buildings level up and change on us. So again, here, we'll want to get some stuff going on.
This is the classics, the city's #1 source for music older than the city itself.
This is going to be all residential, so this can just all be a giant walkable one. This. That's nice. These people are going to be fucking miserable though, but this is nice. These people are going to be fucking miserable. Wow, oh boy. They are going to hate me. I do like builders. I was hesitant to do builders because they just go on forever, but people seem to like watching them. And leave a little room here because we don't want traffic too much here. There's actually a lot of space here. So for that reason, I think we'll actually do this. Yeah, that's a little bit better. They're not as close to the train tracks. Now, they're still pretty fucking close. They'll be upset, but... Get rid of that and that. Yeah, this guy's gonna be fucking grumpy. You know what? Since I'm such a generous dude, this is gonna be all landscaped. I don't want fucking some Frenchman going out back to smoke a cigarette and falling onto the train tracks. I feel this too. That shouldn't be at all. And then this is... there's some room here. So let's give them a pedestrian pathway. Distance too short, my ass. Get in there. I like to try and get it close to the sidewalk. But it connects no matter what. This is connected. Check that noise pollution heat map. I feel it might not generate the noise until... That reminds me, though. We want to pause our speed because... I noticed an interesting, well, I don't know if I'd call it a bug, but if you move the time of day when it's not paused, is you can't ever pause it. So then we would have to deal with the flow of time, and while it's nice to look at your city sometimes at night, I don't actually like to play when it's nighttime. Noise pollution heat map. Yeah, you know, it doesn't generate any noise. But again, I think that might just be because the train's not going by. But even if it doesn't generate noise, that seems kind of shit to live like 5 feet away from a subway track. Although I suppose that's probably what a fifth of New York does. But this is in New York at Stinkenheim. And then I want a pedestrian pathway from here over to here. And then they can connect to this. Ooh, that's quite the shortcut to the subway station. Brain, you fucking genius. Yes, and it only took the one row. Perfect. Perfect. That looks janky, but I'm terrified that I'll fuck up the zoning. But I've overcome my fear. Let's shimmy it over. That might break. That might break. But so look at how it's really quick to get to the subway station now compared to before. You'd be like, oh, you know, I might as well drive. There's these beautiful historic streets you can go down, like Emerson or Mason or Fairview. No, it's a Fairview. I mean, it's not the best. Lewis. Maybe Lewis was one of the founding fathers of Rockfield. Maybe he helped Earl build his farm. You don't know. We don't know the rich lore of Stinkenheim. Birdsong Street. And Shirley. And then, see, this is a very long block, so we'll definitely want a pedestrian pathway here. I like to make it the whole block when you do these type buildings. I feel it's weird to have them on the same side of the street as a smaller density, so... That's true. The noise might not appear until we start running the subway line out. And also, thanks for reminding me, Justin, is we're going to run a very messy subway line for now, just to get these guys into the city. And we'll touch it up later once we start revisiting Stinkenheim. But for now, it's just going to be... The track is going to go underground, and then probably over near Lilac Grounds here is we'll just have a temporary subway station And that'll just be an express line. We'll call it Rockfield Express. It's just an express train into the city and back out into the country. We'll tidy it up later. Hey, fat cow. So yeah, I don't mind the police station. Just so we don't get too many extra crosswalks, because we do have to be careful because the cars hesitate to drive through in case there's pedestrians. There's going to be a lot of pedestrians, so the little traffic we have is going to actually go pretty slow. It might get stuck more than if we didn't have pedestrians. We get one. Just one little house, otherwise it's an alley. And then should this be... I feel like this doesn't need to be residential. There's good spacing here, so let's not actually add another alley. Let's just do a walkway, which will fuck up the zoning less. Right here by the crosswalk. It's a sort of little alley that you can walk down. It's a very nice alley, obviously. It's got the trees. Could always use fencing to manipulate the zoning. You're right, but the fencings are a little sticky. I always have trouble with the fences because it doesn't show zoning when you're laying fence, and they love snapping to stuff that I don't expect. But this will be housing on this side. Keep it away from this because we're probably going to change all this to highway. Maybe move the police station, put up a retaining wall or something, I'm not sure. And then this is also we have the road zoning tool. It's a shame that we can't use it on one side of the road. But we can use this to toggle zoning on both sides of the road, like I said. So it's like, like say Mason Street. You're like, I don't like Mason Street. There. And then that rearranges the zoning based on the fact that you're not allowed to zone on Mason Street. But we'll change it back, because obviously we do want to zone on Mason Street. And we have to be careful, because I've wound up in a state before where I forgot I left the zone tool on, and every time I placed a road it had no zoning. It confused the shit out of me. Alright, so we've got all this. And then, yeah, this is probably all going to need to be reimagined. Mostly James Street here. We do have that slipway, but still the problem is everyone comes in off the highway. These guys will have stop signs because I don't want them fucking up traffic. But then here, if you want to go anywhere in the city, you have to go through this intersection. And most people will turn because they want to cross the bridge. And again, with the public transit and the subway, should really cut down on the private vehicles entering Rockfield, but there still might be trouble. I like this suburb, but let's give them not a pedestrian path. Let's just give them a bike path. Something like this, force some interesting zoning shapes. Just a little bike network, because it's such a large block. Because we really want people not taking their cars. Because it's supposed to be like a small town, so you'd want to walk everywhere. At least on your side of the bridge. If you're going the other side of town, you'd probably catch the bus. This block, I feel, is small enough they don't need any, you can just walk around it. And then you're on the outskirts of town. We'll have a bus go to the farm and the factories, so we don't need a lot of walkability there. There's the path here, and this block's rather small, so I think that's good. We're going to delete all these so the European suburbia theme can really take hold, because there's some European vanilla buildings there, which we don't want. They look really out of place. So our population's going to take a huge hit, but there's still a bunch of demand, so Rockfield should bounce back. And then we'll be doing some nudging and some tree planting to jazz things up. And then we could also even expand over here, which would actually give us a reason to add more density like here. So let's actually do that. So yeah, like this would become a denser block, and then probably this over here would become a denser block, because then the rocks are, it's called Rockfield Crossing, so the rocks would really be the city's boundary. While we're doing this, though, with the roads, this sucks because this is actually going to break something for pedestrian paths, but let's settle on what the roads in Rockfield are going to look like, and I already have a bit of an idea. I want them to have the trees and the decorative grass, so that'll encourage the walking, and it'll also get these cars off the street, which will help it give more of a small town feel. Well, a small European town. I'm sure a small American town, you have fucking cars parked on the street everywhere. Alright, but we've got our decorative trees and grass, but remember, we can change a lot of things with our tool here. So first, I want it to be a lighter shade, which I have saved here. And that'll maybe give the roads a more weathered look I'm hoping for. We have some Parisian lamps, because that's one of the themes we have. I want a nice, like, double European-looking lamp. Not a quadruple. A quadruple is a little too fancy. Old French lamp double. Perfect. And then for the trees, I want Road Tree 1. And Road Tree 1. So let's upgrade that. Look at that. Oh, no, wait. I have the sidewalk set to dirt for some reason. Default. There we go. There we go. Look at that. See, the pavement's not that much different, but it's a little bit different from the roads in Stinkenheim. Oh, it's actually not overriding the pedestrian paths. That's good. It's a 4-lane, which I think we probably need, unless we can get an asymmetrical. Okay, this will... Okay, so the bike path survives, but the park paths don't, which is weird, because I think the bike path is a mod, and the park paths are vanilla. Weird. There's a 4-lane... I have an idea about this road. No, wait, that won't work, would it? It might. I have plans for this road. So now I'm forcing us into a bit of a parking conundrum, because you can see all these cars that want a place to park. So this looks nice. It's got the little lamps. This place should look really sharp at nighttime. Got all the roads set, right? Yes. We know that this isn't a main road. They all turn to take the bridge, so we can downgrade this to a 2-lane. This might cause trouble, just because there's no room to turn. Can I get trees with a turning lane? It looks like the answer might be no. Oh, ho, 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 beautiful. Alright, the settings are all wrong here, but get the color, get the old French double. Oh, Christ, where are you? Where are you? I busted one of my paths. Yeah, we'll have to come back to those park paths. One problem at a time. Because I want to get the roads all done first. Old French double. Go, and then the trees are wrong still. Road tree 1, if I'm not mistaken, on both sides. There we go. And that forced a crosswalk here we don't want. But that looks nice. And then this could be a problem. This could be a big problem because we're going to downgrade this from a 4-lane to a 2-lane. But I think it'll really give that part of town a lot of character because we have... Where are you? A Parisian turn-of-the-century street, which is cobble. So we get that. Very wide sidewalks is the downside with this. And then that just goes over the bridge here. So, like, this is the original road. And there's some weird clipping, unfortunately, where the streets meet, but... I think I have some cobblestone decals. We can pretend we can fix that. But I think that's pretty sharp, and that'll look even sharper once the buildings grow into it. Get that fallen tree out of the way. Yeah, so now this is going to be a real dangerous intersection because everyone's coming in off the highway here. So I'm really counting on the buses to save that intersection. Now, we also have a cobblestone 4-lane, but it's wide. It's a very wide street. And that'll fuck up the zoning we've already tried to do with our paths here, so we're going to try to avoid that for now. Okay, looking good. Except for... fuck, I don't even remember where these guys go. Well, this guy goes here. Okay. Okay. Any other paths that I fucked up? I've got one over here I dropped the ball on. Go. And then now that we've chosen a nice road, we can use that same style to expand the city a few blocks like I said we would. And then I think I'd prefer several T's over a 4-way, so let's just break off over here. And then let's go off in like a Y shape. We'll just landscape around the tree. No one will live on the tree side of the rock. Just sort of make a shape and then we'll fill it in. That's maybe too many wacky angles. Let's try to get a little presentable as we come closer to the tracks. That's a nice big block that we can put another alley through. Actually, we wound up with quite a few nice spaces for the alleys now that we're going with this alley-based approach. Oops. I was trying to sort of make this lower density part of the city, but we wound up with these very nice looking blocks we can slice through. It's just more lore, more Rockfield lore forming. That's nice. And then this one, well, we can get some. Ooh, that's nice too. And then we'll just put a park pathway between the two because there's plenty of space right here. Not really though. How the fuck am I going to get in if this is in the way? We'll do this. Actually, hang on. If I could disable zoning on that. There we go. Perfect. So now I can break this over here guilt-free. Very walkable. That's the goal. That's the goal with Rockfield. I feel maybe this one can be dense. This can be dense. This can be dense. This should be low density. This should all be low density. All this will be low density, so I just want a... Okay. That's nice, and then yeah, we'll put a pedestrian zoning here. That's not the hottest, but it gives us a little bit to work with. And then this we won't actually, we'll just do another park path through that one. That can be a pretty large green space. And also it's kind of a pain in the ass if you live over here. So if you live on these, it's kind of hard to get around, so hopefully the bus can service them. This is a long block I never cut through, huh? This one can be like that. They don't always need to be those nice park paths. Sometimes you just want to, you know, hop on your bicycle with the little paper bag and the baguettes in the front and go for a ride. I imagine all people in Europe have a bicycle like that. And then, can I use Move It to give you a bit of an arch? And the answer is I can. Bike right through that, along with the bike path we have over here. And then this is kind of a pain. Okay, so I don't want one going widthwise, but I don't want one going lengthwise, which will connect to this path here. That'll look sharp.
the classics, where we harp on the chordists and flout the flautists.
It's not too bad either. It's, I think this place looks rather sharp. And then once it grows, that's when we'll do the landscaping, I think, yeah. Pretty easy to get around. Very concerned about this 4-lane highway, of course, but I think the slipway will alleviate a lot of the traffic. Now, one problem is we do have to worry about parking. Not literally. In vanilla, I think they mostly don't give a shit, but I have some parking parks. Specifically this. This basically lets us hide some parking lots. Technically, I should be using big parking lots, but I've never gotten the hang of big parking lots, which is a shame because it's a very robust mod, but unfortunately, these also double as tourist attractions, so people will come and just want to visit this. But it's at the subway station, so technically tourists should just take the subway. There's a bit of open space there, but we can fix that with a little landscaping. Bush number 8. Ah, everybody's favorite. Ooh, a juniper tree. Now that is sharp. What else do we got, though? Reg bush. That's a leafy full bush. Split tree. Man, I got a lot of trees, apparently. I grabbed more than I thought. Yeah, exactly like a park and ride. We'll put a couple more elsewhere in Rockfield just to alleviate people's parking problems. We're not using a super complicated... traffic simulation. We don't have it set to advanced, so I'm pretty sure they magically put their car in their pocket. They can't find a place to park, and parking's just for show. I'm not really confident enough in traffic management to turn on the advanced. I just want to do a line, basically. Just like a sort of median between the two lots. A median that's a little denser than this. Let's do 3. This one, if I do this. Kind of, a tiny bit of clipping, but such is life. Not perfect, but gives it a little bit of character. Just wanted to fix up that tiny bit of clipping right away. And then, what else do we got? I mean, we could put in one of these big suckers, but I feel that really ruins the aesthetic of Rockfield. What's this? A train building. This is part of the theme, but I don't think it actually functions as a... I don't think it actually functions as parking. I think it just functions as a park. Where else can we shimmy in some parking? Preferably in these dense areas. I don't want anyone parking near the bridge. That would be just a fucking obnoxious turn to get out of. I don't drive, but I know that'd be a pain in the tit. This one right here. Something on, ooh, is that gonna block this zoning? It doesn't block this zoning. So yeah, hopefully these just kind of break up the cityscape, because we'll have a lot of dense semi-high rises. I'm pretty sure even with a high-rise ban, the same models will spawn, so we might as well keep the low-rise ban disabled and get more people in these buildings. So we've got 2. That should have filled up, but that might just be a weird quirk because we're paused. Some nice density here. I think we've got enough commercial, especially because the commercial's near the train station and along the main road here. So it sort of tapers off here and the rest can be houses. And if I'm wrong, we can co-opt some of these blocks to be commercial. Get rid of this light density. I think we're mostly set because it's high density. Like, this is a lot of commercial for the size of Rockfield. I can turn off zoning here. Look at that. And then yeah, I'm not going to zone right against the 4-lane. This is the edge of town, so that's low. Then maybe not go right to the corner, because then we can do a little bit of a green space here, and then the suburbia. And then do I have zoning disabled on this road? Huh, I guess not. I thought I did. Nice little buildings in the alley there. That should look sharp. And then, yeah, this will be dense because it's got a path. It's actually going to be a really nice bit of green space there. But then this can be low. You know what? Yeah, I will make this low density. We'll just try to help them with some trees. Not this though, because I like this being right on the wilderness. Well, it's probably gonna be rather manicured. It's not going to be wilderness. We might be able to make it look pretty wildernessy. I actually have an idea for that. They can have the large lots. If they're willing to put up with the trains, they can have the large lots. But then no. They can have small houses. They can have small houses by the rock, and then it's all wooded. And then they can have some large houses there if they want to live near the highway again. You get what you pay for. What the hell happened here, homies? Things will build in a 1x1, but they're gonna look fucking fugly, so I'm trying not to have them. This one's okay. In the alleys, I don't mind the 1x1s, because that sort of suits like a house shoved in there since the olden days, and they just kind of rolled with it. And then... I'm gonna say just this is dense, and then the other side of the path is low. Okay, that's that half of Rockfield. We'll let that grow before we do the other half. Oh, you're zoned wrong, homie. When did this happen? Zoning off. Still the cobblestone street? Okay, good. Didn't want to break anything there. Yeah, this is what was supposed to happen. That was odd. When did I break that? This is fine, this is fine. You know what? Maybe James Street shouldn't have houses, because that's just a very busy industrial road. And then the factories really took over here, so you know what? I just don't want any houses over here at all. This is fine, but... let's check our pipes. Just this should get all of this rock field covered. Perfect. And then yeah, those guys will have to wait. So how are we doing for services here? They have an elementary school. They don't have a high school here, and I don't think I have a nice school. Wait. Is this a high school? A private elementary school based on the Swiss Embassy in Paris. Christ. It's not switching to the right tab. So I don't know what it counts as. It says elementary. Elementary. Fine Arts Museum. It's the Fine Arts Museums from Rennes, but it's actually a high school. So we can fit this somewhere. That solves our high school capacity, and it'll really make Rockfield happy. You know, right by the fire station, I think. Right there, and then there's still the alley. Is that zonable? That's zonable both ways, though. I don't want to fuck over too much of these zonable alleys because they look so sharp. That sucks. That would have been a really good place for it. Maybe here, but then it's kind of near the outskirts, but... people might come in from Stinkenheim, but why? Why would you take the bus from Stinkenheim to go to a high school in Rockfield? This counts as a high school as well. That, I don't think stands for high school. So we can get this thing. Oh, oof. This kind of feels cheaty because it's fucking so tiny. 1,500 students. Costs $500 a week. What's this? Okay, that's the Fine Arts Museum. We can put this right on the main drag, though. If I can remember which one's the main drag. Well, it's the one with no trees on it, right? There, this one. You know what? I like this. Not over the moon. It's kinda cheesy. but it's next to the parking lot, so it kind of looks like it belongs. Alright, let's just go with it. Let's see what happens. Whoops! Let's not. We forgot to do the thing. We want to turn off European, but we want to keep European suburbia. France and Belgian suburb style didn't really work when I tested it. And Paris, those buildings were too tall. We'll probably use that theme in Stinkenheim. So what we want to do actually is allow buildings which are not in any
Thanks for
theme.
listening to the classics.
Because I think I actually
Your
installed one of
home,
these themes
best
wrong.
works
So
of the great master.
this will add some nice buildings now. We have to catch any of these that are growing right now because they'll be wrong. I think we got it. So this is a fucking disaster here right now, but Rockfield is growing. So now everybody's realizing the slipway is the smart choice. Let's actually do this. And then one here as well, right? Yes, and then this is highway. There. And then that means that these clowns need to yield, which they do. Well, we probably want them to stop. They can fucking wait their turn if they think that's a shortcut to the highway. And then we don't have the public transit yet, of course, so this is going to be a problem as everyone tries to leave. They actually think the slip lane's the quickest way to the highway. Really? I guess the speed's higher, right? So the traffic's going to start to pile up, which is a shame. But look at these slick buildings starting to come in. Look at that. I don't like this. We'll be doing some bulldozing, I'm sure, when we see buildings we don't want taking over. So look at that. A walkable business district right by the subway. Park your car and do some shopping, and then catch the train into the big city. Look at that. Then we just put some greenery in these open spots. Our demand bottomed out, but it'll come back. It'll come back. I'll tell you what we'll do in the meantime, is we'll get those bus set up. We use the small depot, because that suits Rockfield. We don't want to have them come from the depot all the way in Stinkenheim. / there is no bus depot in Stinkenheim. So that'll be our little secret. We'll put it here by the donut factory, because they really only need to come out when they're first dispatched. So now we have the ability to place bus routes in Rockfield. And we'll want our main lines to meet up here outside the subway station, so you stay on the bus until you get to the subway. And they'll probably walk a block or two to catch their bus, so... Kind of fucked myself here, because the bus is going to have to go through this four-way intersection. Maybe you stop over by the church. And then because of all these pathways, is people can cut over to the bus stops really easily. One here. And then we do have to come in here. There's a lot of blocks that we can't really afford to miss. I'll go here. Now we'll go over here, because I don't want to... Well, we have to come back up this street. Oh wait, we can come up this street to get to the bridge, okay. So I want to go here, and then I'll go here. Oh, I'm actually allowed to go down the zonable pedestrian pathways. That's kind of neat. Probably sucks for the people that live there, but... Alright, and then there's one here, and then we're... here. You know what? You can walk from there. I think... I hope these people aren't in a dead zone. They might be, but... I hope they're not. stop here. I feel that services everybody there. And that should get all these people. And then a quick stop over here. And then you're back at the subway station. And then we loop it the other way. Select types, by the way. We want the new flyer, which is an articulated bus. I don't want the biofuel bus. And I sure as shit don't want 8 vehicles on this line. We just want 2. No, not a school bus. God damn it. New flyer. Add vehicle, add vehicle. There's 2 articulated buses on that line, and then we make another line that mirrors it going the other way. I wish there was an option to just mirror a loop line like this. Christ. Here. Oh, don't do that. Why'd you do that? Okay, never mind. It's, the whole thing's flashing. You're here. And then you're here. You're over here. I think I did it right. I might have not looped it properly. Okay, again, I want 2 new flyers. That's it. And then we have another bus which just goes out to the Grove here, which I hope they... You know what? They might not be able to walk on these roads, now that I think about it. Could they have given me more full? I can color lines myself. We'll go with a red and a blue, just because Justin doesn't like it. There's one Rockfield northbound and Rockfield southbound, which I don't think are the right directions. And then one will be red and one will be green. That's what we'll do. Well, reddish and greenish. Go. And then the yellow line will go out to the farm. Put a new line here, perfect. And then out to the actual... Well, we could go actually out to the... The houses might make the most sense. So we'll do that. And then you just come all the way back. It's just an express. And this one is line color yellow. Yellowish. And then vehicle type, I want a community bus. Right-sided, which I think it's right-side drive in the city. And just the one. And if that's a particularly busy line, Woodgrove Express. If that bus gets very busy, we can just add to the line. Okay. But then they can't actually walk out here because I'm not sure if they're allowed to walk on road. It's zonable? Hang on, we should just see farmers walking along. He's going home, so people can walk on these roads. So they can take the bus out here. Actually, the fact that this man's walking home tells me that people will use this road. Perfect. Alright, and then while we're paused, we might as well just run this metro into the city and alleviate a little bit more of our traffic. Again, this is going to be real dirty. Not train tracks, metro tracks. What the hell am I smoking? For now, we want to snap. And then we'll say 18. I'm not actually sure how deep a subway would go. It's a pretty sharp descent, but if it lets us build it, it doesn't fucking matter. Okay, and then I said we were going to put our subway station over here by Lilac, which is pretty central as far as the density. Right here, actually that's a really nice corner building. Right here, this is a nice thin one. Okay. Ooh, there we go, a nice Parisian metro. What the fuck are you talking about, space already occupied? Now, why were you in my way? Paris Metro 2 didn't fit. This is a nice one as well. $18.99 Art Nouveau. Ah, whatever, we'll do this one because it's already pointing in the right direction. So there's the subway station. Looks a little weird, actually. There's some odd clipping, I think, but... Maybe it's okay to use multiple tracks. You're probably right. Right now, we're using a double track. And my cities, I usually make my cities too dense, so I never really have room for those wacky, like, multi-track rail yards. But underground in the metro, we can have multiple lines pretty easily, so... Like, we can do that. We can do a quad track underground, right? Because we have all the real estate in the world down there. Hey, man. So now all we have to do is get to that station. Which we... Just a casual $50,000. But we're rich, right? So whatever. And then we're not too concerned about speed. But the longer we're a straight line, the more we're going to get stuff done. There we go. So that is quite the express. One caveat, though, is because we use Metro Overhaul, is we have to actually place a Metro Depot. Now, where am I going to hide you, though? Because, again, this is sort of... Whoa, there we go. Right at the end of Valerio Boulevard, because we're going to revisit this whole area anyways. Metro costs us $700 a week. We make, like, $6,000 or $7,000, so whatever. So there we go.
Yes, for you.
Problem is, I think we need to do one of those waggy. There we go. That's what I wanted. Hey now, don't you start. That, and then we'll use the move it. Finagle this. There we go. Definitely not ideal, but the train does need to spawn somewhere. So it shoots out of the metro depot, then it begins its journey. Now we can place a metro line. And again, it just goes from Rockfield into the big city, and then right back, because there's no loop, so it just backs up. The metro trains have the engine on each end. And then I can either have generic metro, which holds 150, or I can make an M100, max speed 100 kilometers. Okay, that's fine. We'll make it the M, and I think this line's big enough to accommodate 2 of them. So now, you can take the bus to the subway station, you can take the subway into the city, you can also take the bus to work at the farm. And look at this, this is starting to fill in just like I said it would. That one looks fucking dopey. Okay, just from the back, just weird from the back, but still. This is when we would use Move It to nudge those two closer together, but most of these buildings are snugging up. You have ones like this, which they have the flat wall, but they don't go to the edge of their lot, so we have to nudge those. What we can do, though, is the Metro Depot should be functional, so it should shit out its trains, I hope. There it is. Ooh, that is an old-looking subway, but he is on his way. Let's follow him. Holy shit, he's big. I regret this. We should have used the other subway. I think this train's a lot bigger than it should be. And then because it's a double track, they shouldn't get in each other's way with just the 2. Alright, 8 people want to go to Rockfield. I have a feeling more people on the Rockfield side. Whoop. Did I read that right? Okay, I was just complaining about a separated grid, but that reminds me, is we're gonna... Once Rockfield grows out of it, we're gonna start to have some power trouble, but a little more decoration. Because we're gonna take these at a Whisper Gorge, and then we're gonna put them in these fields. So we can keep a little bit of that green energy, but it also adds some more character to, we'll put this one further away because it's so close to the barracks. Which deleted those trees, interesting. There. And then, there's not really room for a 4th one yet until we expand the farm. Let's place these trees back, though. Did you remember your spacing? I don't think it remembers the spacing, though. What was it, 374 or 474? .474 looks right. Huh. Oh wait, Prop Anarchy was off. Not a problem. Go. This one here. I wonder if the trees would have survived if I had Prop Anarchy on. Maybe, maybe not. There, alright, so that's back, and then got the stylish windmills now. And you know what? I'm removing these. I'm pretty sure the default metro train is... Pretty sure the default metro train is a lot smaller. Rockfield Express. How do I do this? There we go. Yeah, get these M100s out of here. Just the metros, I think, are a little shorter, which means they're less likely to be in each other's way. Because we have some really nice stretches of track for them to pass each other. But I think they can actually only really pass each other right outside the station. So. Alright, and then we'll run some power. I did grab some power cables. I didn't really like the way they turned out, frankly. I got some European ones, and apparently I've never been to Europe. I didn't realize how fucking wacky some of the power poles looked. It's a lot of cable. So you should shit out my new subway trains. There you are. Yeah, you're a little bit smaller and a little more modern looking, so. Where are we going, homie? I think he goes into Stinkenheim first. I'll pick everybody up. 107 people, look at that. Beep beep. Nice scenic commute, but you know, at the same time, this might all be urban one day. Might amalgamate Rockfield Crossing at some point, and you'll just be driving through suburbs. This place should be jumping now. Look at them go. And they should beeline to the bus stops, which is right next to the subway station. Perfect. Where are those buses? Feel free to do some shopping while you wait for the bus. High density commercial right there. A lot of Wienermobiles apparently. Hot dogs are a big hit in Rockfield. There's the bus. Should be here any minute. Should be here any minute. Oh Christ, another fucking subway train dropping off more people. Hey, is that bus here yet? That doesn't fucking hold that many people. Might need to add some more buses to the line. Where the fuck is that bus? I did only do 2 buses, yeah, I guess. I was thinking of Old Rockfield when we did widen it out over here. So we might need to add a few more buses, and then our transportation mod should unbunch them so they stay further apart. My concern is it's just a lot of front-loaded traffic here, and once they actually start... Oh, there's the Rockfield Express! Is anyone actually going to go out to Earl's Farm? Oh, 19 out of 40 is pretty good. There you are. Bus is full. 70 people. And the bus is still full. So yeah, we need to... Rockfield northbound. It has 4. It has 4 new flyers on it right now. Holy shit. Well, let's add a couple more. Six new flyers. Jesus Christ, on the northbound. And then the southbound probably needs a couple more too. It even looks like, this is perfect actually. It looks like the subway might need another vehicle on the line, but once they board this train, we can inspect the station. It'll tell us how many people are waiting. It doesn't tell us how many people are waiting. Shit. Well, it doesn't look like a full train worth, so it's not at capacity. Just there's the southbound. Actually, sorry, are you fully loaded? You are not fully loaded, but you're about to get a full load, so let's give you. You only have 2 people on your line, really? Huh. This stop needs to get under control, and then it might be the northbound. The northbound might need more people. There's the Earl Express. Sorry, the Woodgrove Express. There's more fucking Christ. Where's this fucking bus? I've seen 2 southbounds. There's the northbound. Okay. There's another one. There's another articulated bus I have which holds 90 people. And that would kind of be a stopgap. Ooh, Woodgrove reached level 4. The clothing factory, which I don't think we can take advantage of with just crops. The farm maintenance building, which I think we'll want. The large barn for storage. That's good. Once we get it to level 5, remember, we can build a large crop fields. And I think a larger pasture. Christ, just when this bus had things under control, fucking another load of subway kids jumped off. Just some more building themes unlocked. Oh, Christ. That northbound route takes a while, huh? I do like to, I like to build things. Actually, this isn't a bad pile of people. Now it's a bad pile of people. I really need another northbound to show up. This isn't terrible because they don't get upset when they wait. And the fact that they think this is a good transit option tells me that things are set up fairly well. Maybe one more, maybe I don't know if I want to add a couple more on the northbound here, but that is a big gaggle of people waiting. Well, I was making $6,000, and now I make $5, and now I make a negative $500. Huh. I'm sure that'll sort itself out. Oh, hey! I just realized, yeah, we don't have a 12% tax rate on our high-density buildings. Squeeze a little money out. Squeeze every penny. 12% might not be a smart tax rate right now. People seem pretty happy, though. They might be okay. I think one more northbound, and this should be pretty alleviated. I don't know. Do you have articulated buses like this in Europe? This feels like a North American kind of bus. I don't know. Give me one more new flyer. It's weird that the northbound is denser, but I guess it makes sense because you have more people coming home from Stinkenheim than trying to leave. Yeah, wow, they really want to get on that train. But as long as, again, like the bus station, as long as the platform isn't always full, actually that's a lot of people on that platform, we might need to add another subway. There we go, increasing the tax rate gave us our money back. If only real life was that easy. There's that Woodgrove Express. It's half full. That's not terrible for a weird one-off route like this. It only has one stop, so... I want to see where they go once they get off. Would you get out of the fucking way? And then, yeah, you just go into the barracks. Like, I like that. I like that. And And then he just takes a kind of weird road back home. Not in love with this. This isn't as gross, so it looks like we fixed this, but I think I do need to put another train on the line for the Rockfield Express. And then this might not work. The third train might clog things up. But Christ, it's just gonna keep alerting me about new buildings because we installed so many today. Look at this, though. This really grew in while we were waiting and watching. Again, some fugly buildings that I don't want and will bulldoze, but look at that. Rockfield. Okay, the third train might actually be overkill. We might just have to deal with the fact that there's a bit of a wait to take the train. Because it might not be enough overflow to justify another train, and the trains might get in each other's way. That's my main concern, because I'm not sure if I can have an interchange on a two-way track like that. Platforms still got people waiting. But it looks like the bus situation's mostly under control now. Oh yeah, look at that. I spoke too soon, it filled back up. But better to have people waiting than driving, right? Look at how little traffic we have in Rockfield now. Oh, I didn't realize parking was allowed on this avenue. That's probably for the best, because otherwise the road will look a little too empty. I kind of want to turn parking off, but I think it's okay on this main street. And yeah, there's less private traffic, so this intersection isn't as fucked as it would have been. Things really worked out at the end. Well, the end. There's still a lot of Rockfield work to be done. But we're over the initial hump. My plan worked as I had hoped it would, which is not that common with my plans. As long as those subway trains keep coming in, that means they're not getting trapped. Okay, now it looks like the platform's starting to empty out. Alright, so 3 trains for the Rockfield Express was the right call. It's a shame I don't... Actually, I think you do have to pay for public transit. Do you have a, where's that bus? Do you have a profit outlook? No, public transportation's free. What I will do, I don't think public transportation really ever makes you money, but for citywide policies, I actually am going to turn off free public transportation and see if that makes us... I think the coverage is good enough that people will want to do it, but now we can save a little bit of money because the buses and the subway are a little expensive to run. I'm going to step away for a drink, and when I come back, that should be enough time to have passed for us to check our budget and see how much money our public transportation's bringing in. I'll just leave it here at the station so we can watch the flow. Alright. Okay, so it really looks like there's not as much pile up going on at the station here. So I just hope that our budget reflects the fact that people are happy about our public transportation. We make $3,000? No, that's an expense. We make $1,000, so we actually don't make money. The Metro makes $1,000. But the Metro also costs $1,000? Ah, right. The post office costs this money, the taxi costs this money. Now, why do I have regular train? There must be some tracks that I have to maintain. That doesn't seem right. So 2% of my income comes from public transportation, but 5% of my expenses. So we don't make any money, but we sort of reduce some of the costs. We make almost no money on the bus, but it does get people around Rockford, so I still think that's worth it. I would definitely say that's worth it. The subway doesn't make money, which is weird, but I think the Metro overhaul makes the Metro a lot weaker. But I also think because we have to have a depot now, the depot's eating into our income. Yeah, the depot costs $700. If we didn't have to pay for this depot, we would be making a profit off of our Metro. I think once we expand our Metro service into Stinkenheim, it'll start to make money. It might actually make enough money to pay off for the bus. But I guess we'll also have to add bus service to Stinkenheim, and that'll be a real cash sink. But man, am I glad that people love the public transportation network we've established here in Rockfield. What I am disappointed about, though, is apparently this. We started around 19,000, and we've added density to Rockfield, but our population didn't really go up. Look at all these people, though. Out here, not so much. That's a shame. It's because we had to enable non-themed buildings. There's a lot of ugly low-density shit out here that we don't want. That's a real fucking shame, but we'll worry about that later. Let's check on what we have. Okay, yep, there's definitely a lot of green space to do some detailing on. Well, one courtyard at a time, right? Let's start over here by the subway station. Oh, someone just leveled up. Like this right here. There you go. So that's a more coherent stretch. This is beautiful already. You're not. It's these things. These guys are real fucking troublemakers, but they seem to be a very common build. This is fine like this. You're fucking fugly. Just because you've got that weird corner piece, I don't like you. Hey there. Ooh, like, I don't like that. You're way too fucking tiny. And then another one of you. That's fine. Let's get started on this. Because this place looks pretty sharp. That's nice. You know what? Let's just rotate it. This, yeah, I mean, we could delete you and hope something nice builds. We can just do this. Looking good. So yeah, look at all this space for greenery. Let's get our ground decal. Love that manicured grass. Where are you, though? Oh boy, we got a lot of stuff installed. Okay. We can even cover up the pavement back here, too. Rockfield just tries to have the greenery where it can. That's good. I'm okay with it overlapping the path sometimes, frankly. It gives us the look we want here. I'm a little concerned these buildings might not level up because we don't actually have a lot of, well, we have no room for parks. There's no parks placed. I don't think the gazebos make them happy, so we can't really cheat with those. Okay. I like this, but I don't like the trees. But I think you're actually part of the lot. Okay, you guys are part of the lot. Give me a regular tree crown. And then a leafy tree 2. And then we'll just place some bushes for ground cover around the bottom of the tree. Not junipers, where's columnars? So it's like a little divider of sorts. Nah, you know what? I like junipers if we do it like this. Oh no, that's too far away. Just do something like this whenever we have a bare building. A little closer to the sidewalk. There we go. Look at that, we've already given some charm to this courtyard. Same thing there. It's just the visual language of Rockfield. That also, I assume, would reduce graffiti. Because it's harder to get at the side of the building. Or maybe it would increase graffiti because people might not notice your tag. This is actually right against the path, so we won't put the trees there. Grass placed. Oh no. That's pretty good. Can't complain there. Just put something like a regular crown. Or what do we have here? London plane tree. Oh, look at that. Something to dominate the intersection, give a lot of shade. Same thing here too, actually. Let's do this. Nice shade for the bus stop, and then
the classics, the home of music that looks as good
where are
on
those
paper
junipers?
as it sounds when played through a note.
a little bit of landscaping here in this dirt. That looks great. I feel that's too big. What can I have here? I'll do a little bit of undergrowth here, though. Maybe it shouldn't be that close to the road, but... some nature there for you, and I feel a tree should be here too. This is kind of maybe we don't need trees everywhere. What do we got for bushes then? What do we got for bushes? That's 2 times regular bush. Oh yeah, let's do that, and then too big. I don't like that. What the hell is this guy? Leafy tree? Wow. You know what? That's actually not too bad for that space. Some nice shade there. And then that's some regular bushes there. There we go. So that's our first area detailed. This is not helping the town at all. Helps it look beautiful. Look at that. All these people coming and going. My money's really fluctuating. I'm slightly concerned about how wildly my money fluctuates. I think that's because of our industries. Check to see if my power grid... Oh, because we moved the wind turbines. Huh. This needs power now. When did this happen? How much power is this? This makes 15, 30, 45-ish. Which we can't afford to disconnect, actually. Run that out to Delta. Put it back on the grid. Yeah, good shape from the sky, I think, once we get it more landscaped. Let's do this block next. Well, first order of business is to see who gets nudged and who gets bulldozed, right? Now let's do this one first. This is a smaller block. These guys are all pre-nudged. Good work last time, me. Okay. Let's get that grass in. Fortunately, that makes the grass deck go up onto the bridge. Oh well. probably maybe run a fence here. If I'm careful. If I'm not careful, it'll override the zoning and fuck things up for me. Okay. Looks good. Can I get a big one here? This is a good time to use those junipers. I wonder if I can put a gazebo here, because it's technically a road. Huh. That'd be nice. There's actually some windows there, but they get fucked on this one, apparently. Let's try that gazebo. I can. It's nice. That'll attract some tourism, unfortunately, but things are actually bigger than I fucking remembered. I always forget how big things are, so there we go. I'd like to nudge it, so it's kind of between the two, but I think that'll get it too far away from the road and it'll yell at me. No, looks like that might work. Alright, now we need some fencing. It's going to be a little tricky. Fences are hard because you can only... if a fence is too small, then it won't let us draw it. Just don't go down the hill. That's that belongs to the train company. Not the best. I would have preferred this to be curvy. It's a little better. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. And then, ideally, you'd have a fence go right to here, but that won't work because that'll touch the zone tile and dezone it. Okay, and then some really big ones out here because this is sort of the edge. I'd like one more tree here, but maybe that's too much. That's fucking too much. Whoa, this is actually a really nice tree, but... Actually, you know what? I am going to do that one. Let me do that one. Instead of this one, then we'll add a lot of undergrowth here. So maybe some saplings growing near the train tracks. Maybe a few rocks.
A lovely piece. It sort of reminds me of the time I was out by the lake enjoying the sun and the trees, and I was in such a good
That looks a little
mood that
weird.
I
I know
pulled
there's
out
a
my
mod
phone
pack
and
with
listened to the very track we just
some
heard.
rocks to make the hills look less just, you know, textured slope, but I don't have that one. I haven't been able to track it down. There's another courtyard done. Let's come over here. Some weird looking buildings that I like, they don't align with each other. Bad. The fucking another one of these things. Little bastards are everywhere. Our population is slowly growing, but I am not really sure how to jumpstart the demand. We're gaining like 500 people per stream, mostly because I'm doing dress up, but you know how I love dress up. Oh, apparently do not try to move on 2 axes at once with move it. It gets upset. This looks fine. That looks. Did you? It might have. I think that despawned because I moved it too far away from its origin. Huh. So don't do that apparently. Or just through sheer happenstance, it did. Alright, let's get grassy. That one, that's right on the path. This one plot won't fill in now, that's a little weird. This is, oh, there we go. That looks a lot nicer. A little smaller building. We'll just, they don't touch and that's okay. I kind of want you gone because I want another little one to move in. I feel that really adds a lot of greenery and hides the fact that it's just a bare wall. Really open space. They should get a nice. Whoa. You know what? Sure. That was a big one, but why not? Get rid of this. Ah, Christ! You're part of the lot. That's okay. That's nice. Oh, some junipers are needed over here. It's supposed to be the city of Sinkenheim, but we're putting a lot of work into Rockfield. Just one. Yeah, you know what? I'll give you a line. I'll give you a line. God damn, I really wish it would remember. Oh, don't auto default. Might remember now. It's another nice one. Let's go over here. Actually covers the parking lot a little bit, but that's okay. So I just really like the look of this manicured grass deco. They had a nice patio, but not anymore. Okay, I guess try to get a workflow here, right? First we start with the grass, and then we juniper up the bare walls. Did you remember? Now you remembered because we turned off auto default. Perfect. Well, nothing's fitting in there. Which technically means I should have done this. Should have nudged you guys into each other. Yeah, looks good. Now widen this access way there. I want to put junipers here, but I don't think they'd grow. I don't think they'd get enough sun, so let's slam these guys together instead. This is looking good. Another alley there where they wouldn't grow, so no. Right against the school, you know, there's a lot of shade coming from that school, but that's also a lot of wall. Wait, I thought I nudged on this side. Actually, if we nudge this, then that'll give us room to put the trees by the pathway. again? Oh, this is fine. So this one. But I'll leave that. Actually, wow. No, that's too close to the other one. You don't need to cut through there. This looks okay. Yeah, this block looks good. Now we just got to put some big trees in. This big tree there. It's more of a road tree. Okay, yeah, this can be a little more open because it's near the school, so they'd want room to run around and, I don't know, smoke cigarettes.
Hello again, from the classmates.
Oh, what's this? Are you crashing? No, wood grows level 5. Large pasture, large crop field, large grain silo, large orchard, and the food factory, which I'm not sure if we can make that. Because like I said, the industries synergize with each other later, but we're not going to have all of them. We're probably just going to have farming and forestry. Okay, that one looks nice. So we got this and this one and this one. Holy fuck, this is taking a while. We're not even gonna get to the other side of Rockfield tonight. So now we're here by the fire department. And then, yeah, that was maybe going to be redone, but this intersection is I'm a little concerned, but not terrible. It's not terrible. Maybe I should make a new save. Yeah, you don't want to lose all this detailing work, do you? Once we finish up this block, we'll make a new one. Run Stinkenheim 10, this will be. sidewalk just so we get a bit of greenery there, and then another nudgy. Gonna be a lot of junipers on this block, let me tell you. It's actually interesting that there's good demand for all three zones, because I think a good chunk of this rock field segment's unzoned still. Oh, and it's just not getting filled. Deckel's not cooperating with me, just wait. Alright, that's another one. Some nice mowed grass for us. These junipers. The junipers really add a lot, I think. Quick way to fill out the green space with some consistency across the whole district, so looks nice. There we go. Actually a lot of juniper buildings. No, because of the shadow, I don't think that would work. Too much shade there. I mean, I'm sure a lot of these aren't a good place to plant this many junipers so close together. Nah, it's a little too close to their back door, so this one wanted the juniper. I could fit them here. You know what? I can fit them on both sides, I'll say. That's nice. Both sides. Whoop. Someone needs a nudging. I think I can put a fourth one in. There we go. And he needs some junipers as well, because that's sort of the edge of town. Get this space filled in. Plane tree. Oh, perfectly good place for junipers I missed. You know what? I tried to follow through since I accidentally didn't use a line tool, but we can just go back and use the line tool anyways. There we go. Like a nice tree here. Another London plane tree, it's too big. I feel that's too big as well. What do we got here? Regular ground fits nicely. Yeah, rock field, very charming now, I feel. Well, let's grab our rock field 10, because it looks like... Unfortunately, my computer is starting to get unimpressed with all this decorating. Okay, yeah. It looks like Rockfield is slowly growing. We're at 21,000 now. And then I'm going to say we just... what would we line the tracks with? It wouldn't be right next to it, but maybe just like a bunch of bushes. Like a little bit of decorative boundary. I'm going to go decorative tree tiny. No, maybe bush? Bush kind of overlaps, weird though. It's very repetitive because I can't rotate them. I actually like regular bush. Oh yeah, there we go. Just please don't come to this, Actually, can I do a nice freeform? You know, for the most part, it looks like I can. That looks nice. And then we can give this a little undergrowth here. No, single. Look, yeah, that's good. I like that. So there's not a hard boundary like the fence, but it's not manicured past this. So clearly don't go here. I wonder if I can actually get some manicured grass to make the contrast even more apparent. It's too big. That's okay. How are we doing here at the bus stop? A little full, which is good, right? That means more people are here and using it. Make $6,000 a week, still we're in the green. There's the southbound. There's the northbound. Now, a tram would be really nice, but I feel maybe Rockfield's too small. Rockfield wouldn't have a tram if it's a smaller village. So I don't think we'll go tram in Rockfield. I think we'll keep the tram in Stinkenheim if we ever do a tram. So this is nice. I would have liked some more density here, but I'm not sure how we would go about that. Oh, we have some very beautiful courtyards. It's got some fencing here, and then this can be more like train company owns this land. So yeah, my fence. I need to do any nudging? I really don't. That district turned out really nice. What district? It's a sub-block. Sorry, just this one bit needs to be nudged. And I'll actually nudge you over because that'll give us enough room for junipers. That's definitely enough room for junipers. Had nudged that further away than I thought at first glance. All right, let's do the fence first. Yeah. Looks nice. I was a little hesitant about doing the curves, but it actually looks a little more natural than just straight lines and right angles, although I'm sure actually having a curvy fence would have been a pain in the ass to build, and it's actually going to be a bit of a pain in the ass to get the manicured grass to follow that curve. But I suppose it can kind of go past it in places.
The city's #1 source for music older than the city itself.
Encroaching on the path too much on that side, so we won't do that. Have a parking lot here? Yes, I do, which breaks up the shape. It worked exactly like I wanted it to. Tonight has been great for decorating, terrible for everything else, but great for decorating. I hope you're digging it, because this is probably going to happen every time I make a neighborhood. I'm going to go overboard like this. I think the game supports 10,000 props. So, I mean, we might get there eventually with these decals, but... I think it'll generally be quite a sprint to get to the 10. Man, look at that contrast. The fancy grass and then just the natural grass. All right, let's get our junipers. Remember, we try to do it in phases. That also, whoops, this is the spacing of the bushes. Covers up the lack of manicured grass there. good. Put a gazebo here just because there's a lot of open space. Who doesn't want to stand in a gazebo and see the fucking train go by, right? That's classy. That's a stupid spot for a gazebo. There you go. Whatever. Let's get some more of these boundary bushes. I actually really like that. Not even sure what to put out here, really. Any hilariously large trees I could take advantage of? Not really. I don't know if I want to really line the train tracks with bushes. I imagine the overgrowth wouldn't have a lot of success there. I like this. I like the mixing the bushes and the rocks. I should probably check on my city services soon. I think we're okay. Crime, fire safety, 17%. Uh-oh. Yeah, it looks like we might need a small fire department in the other side of the city. Crime rate's only 6%. These people don't mind. Education.
Good
Yep.
to have you back.
High school's in good shape because we built that overpowered one
Only
down
play
here.
ancient music, play
Elementary
something
school. A
new.
lot of kids not learning how to read.
Listen,
Oops.
listener, I think
University's still fine, and nobody uses the fucking
we don't
library.
play any
I think I
music
read that the
from the
library
you're
just
thinking of our
amplifies
rival
buildings
Plato
around it, so you can't really build a
880
library out
at
in the middle of nowhere.
88.4. As for the classics, practically all the music you hear is quite recent from the last 400 years. Thanks for listening.
What do we have here for an elementary school? Well, the exact same building, but it counts as an elementary school. This is an elementary school. The one that looks like the Swiss embassy. And we'll put this one over on the other side of the bridge. That solves... I'm fucking demolishing. What is this? Yeah, this dead-end street. I don't like that. And that gives us room for the Swiss embassy thing here. Which actually only holds 500 people. We're still in trouble. But that is a nice looking school. Wow. If we can get that to merge up with the other buildings, that will be slick. So we're already in danger. Yeah, we need another elementary school. Which we'll use a cram school and we'll hide that over in Stinkenheim somewhere for now. I don't have time for this shit. Oh, look at this. The people in Puyallup Glade, they can't get to school. Not a problem. We'll just put the cram school here in Dixon Place. If I can find a good spot for it. That's hogging everything. There we go. On Campbell Street, there's a cram school. So now people in Puyallup Glade can just go up the path here and you're at the school. Well, not really. The path needs connected to this. Ugh. Fucking ugly ass. You won't even fucking connect. Well, fuck you then. Will you fucking stop trying to snap, stupid? Stop it. There. There's a bridge anyways. Weird elevation here. Whatever. You can get to the school from Puyallup now. Oh, whoa! Fucking don't drive your bike too fucking fast in these parts. Holy hell. Real fucking careful there, wowie. I mean, I suppose I should raise it, but then I think I can't alleviate this bump, so we'll revisit that later, because Dixon Place is gonna eventually need some work as we redo the old town to accommodate the metro expansion stuff. How is Stinkenheim coming along? No trouble here. Bit of trouble here. Okay, this is looking good. This is a minor sore spot as people want to get on the highway when they come off Valerio. But Rockfield's the real battlefield right now. Nope, that's just parking. Not trouble at all. Beautiful. There goes the metro. Oh wow, we'll be at it a little bit longer, but we're definitely not gonna get to the other side of Rockfield until next time. But this side of Rockfield is looking fucking amazing, I think. Okay, yep, elementary school is fine now. High school's a little dangerous. I really like the manicured grass and how it contrasts with the normal grass. Alright, we got that. This... Well, let's do this one next. Get a fence, because it's the edge of town. Maybe like a sound barrier? Let's do a large hedge instead of a fence. That'll really let you know you're at the edge of town, I feel. It actually won't, but we can imagine it helps with the noise. We can pretend. That'll be our little secret. Cover the path a little bit there, but oh well. Nothing wrong with a little more green in your city. And that's that block. Get your junipers out. Alley's a little too narrow, we won't put junipers there. Can't fit anything here. Check if your power grid is divided. That might be back by the wind turbines again, although I swear we reconnected everything. It's actually too close to the sidewalk. Can't do it this time. There's a lot of open space in this one. Some London plane trees, those are always good. This will be an easy one. I'll probably just line this with bushes. I think I'll actually make this dirt and line it with bushes. I'm not sure if I can paint dirt up against the bike path. Might look funny. bit of overgrowth here since it's not really a part of town you'd go through normally. It's just paved for whatever reason because it's close to the housing. Is the shitter full? Oh no, it is. We'll need to sort out some sewage. I think we might be fine. Well, we're probably fine for tonight, but then I'll forget the shitter's full for next time. So we should sort that out tonight. Keep this kind of open just because it is a large open area. You know, if you want to play some football or something. It's like catch, maybe? Chase your dog. And then, yeah, we're going to see if we can paint this. Dirt? Oops. Control Z does not work on this tool. And it goes over the bike path, so let's not, uh-oh. Yeah, let's definitely not use the surface painter near that, apparently. Bike path does not care for it. I guess because the bike path is a mod. That might be a little janky. Huh. A blackout again. We might have some power trouble. Right click. Right click to restore default terrain. Okay. We'll just line it with bushes. You know what? I'll line it with columnars, just so there's a little privacy. Not junipers, because junipers are everywhere else. The columnar make a triumphant return. And I mean, you can walk between these trees if you live here and you want to get onto this and ride your bike, but it's also to screen you from the noise and just the view of watching people bike by, because it's a pretty ugly backyard otherwise that you'll be stuck with. That's nice. Yeah, oh yeah, there's not plenty of room to slip by, but if you really want on that bike path, you can just walk through. Not like you're going to be eating a face full of leaves. What else do we got here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more blocks. Holy shit. Rock, it's going to be worth it though. Rockfield's going to look great. And we'll just have to do it all over again on the other half, across the bridge. Gonna have to go on the path a little bit. Is that it? Nope, there's... Nope, sorry, that's a street, so yeah, technically that's this block. Those junipers. Shit. I don't remember. I guess I do recognize that building. I just don't remember such a detailed sidewall. Okay. That's too close to the sidewalk, so we won't do that one. This is another really big open one. Wow. London plane tree would fill this out nicely. A couple London plane trees, really. That's fine. This one's allowed to have some nice open space as well.
Welcome to the classics. Classical music for classy people. And that's not classist, that's classicist. Look it up.
Don't really have any rocks in these green spaces. That'd mix it up a bit. Place is called Rockfield Crossing. Okay, look at this. It's coming together. This is fine, I feel, because it's low density. This didn't turn out as nicely as I would have liked, frankly. A lot of low rises. We can go back and work on Woodgrove. Because it hit level 5 while we've been doing all this decorating today. Well, I mean, to be fair, the other side of Rockfield's probably going to take an entire other stream like I mentioned earlier, but there's quite a bit to be done in the Rockfield area before we go back to Stinkenheim. I guess there's the other half of Rockfield, there's the farm. We wanted to set up a forestry industry as well, which will help us eventually replace Stenchburg with just more urban development, get rid of that industrial district. It's another big open one. Oh, because I didn't want a shitload of dense stuff this far away from the city center, is why. I'll give you a London plane tree, and then that should be it, because you're allowed to have large open ones. There we go. I'll admit I'm getting a little impatient, but I suppose it also makes sense that they'd be a little less intricate as we get further away from the city center. Like the one by the subway station should be pretty involved. But then this is just a park, basically. Doesn't count as a park, statistically or mechanically. Like, it doesn't make them happy and we can't generate any profit from it. But that's too close to the sidewalk for junipers. That's too close. This isn't, we'll say. Yeah, I like that. That's okay. Keep that one open. Oh, I almost forgot, actually. Speaking of the city center. Where the fuck did I put the city center? There it is. It's over here. Over here on Mason Street. School residents. They grew up on a Mason Street. Almost max level. Not a bad place to live. I mean, not as nice as this place. My anarchy up, but I'm not sure if I need it for this. I do need it for decals. When did I turn it off then? That's weird. a lot of space in this triangle. Okay. Junipers are already selected. Good stuff. Come on, single. Bad stuff. Graffiti on both sides of this building, my god. I can't fit me there, but I can fit some on this side. A lot of junipers on this block, apparently. There we go. But I feel maybe these should start to get a little more forested as we get closer to this rock boundary. That's the edge of the town. I need to do something like this. What have we got left? This one, and then this one, and then I think. Uh-oh. That's all low density. I don't know what to do there. These ones with the pads for sure, but I think once we finish up these blocks, it's about time to call it a night. Get a little late, I'll admit. So we're here right now. If I was smart, I'd probably just use the line tool. I didn't realize just what I was getting myself into doing all these blocks.
classics, where we harp on the chordists and flout the flautists.
Looks like we're a little stalled at around 21,000. I think redoing the other part of Rockfield might get us to 22,000. Okay, this building's really out of place. I feel the junipers really do help when you get these out of place ones, though. He has no friends to get nudged next to, but there's always junipers. It's actually a lot less nudging as we got away from the center, I feel. I guess it's because the blocks are a little larger, so they don't look so weird if they get left alone. No, that's too much shade. Whoops. That should probably be nudged, but no, I'll just nudge this one instead. Yeah, if you have money in Juniper Futures, you are probably very excited that Rockfield exists. Putting my kids through college. But I just really like the look of them. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'll mulch him over too. Now there is enough room. Go. Can you hook me up with a regular crown? Oh, right there. There's that bus. The one bus does cut through a pedestrian street, but... I'm sure it's not too noisy. There's not a stop, so there's not people just crowding around. How we doing here? 1 block to go. And then there's just some miscellaneous landscaping we can rack our brains against next time. Even like it's not wall to wall, but this little patchy landscaping I have started near the train tracks I think looks pretty sharp. We can work on that again, especially once we get it on the other side of the tracks. I think it'll look a lot more cohesive. All right, the last block. Somebody's pretty out of place out of here. Might bulldoze these, do some selective bulldozing next time. But I don't want to drag my feet, though. I suppose we should try to get moving onto the other side of the bridge. Home stretch here. Thank God I realized we can turn off the default value. It'd be a pain in the ass to readjust the junipers every time. That was a relatively small block, too. A little more growth, though, because we are getting near the edge of town, like I said. Go. I don't want this fallen log here. That looks a little weird. Okay. There we go. Part of Rockfield is finished. That was quite the haul. Wasn't even a long stream. It just, we were doing a lot of the same thing, I guess. So I got a little worn out at the end. Yeah. I mean, like, just look at this part compared to the across the bridge part, which is what we built last time. This town's got some character, I can tell you that much. Got that nice cobblestone main street, which isn't very busy. We've got the little pedestrian alleys, we've got the buses. 12 out of 70, 29 out of 70. Yeah, so it's mostly full right at the subway station. It spends most of its line time empty, I think, or like half empty. What? Huh. Did I not have my juniper rules at this point? Where the fuck are the junipers? Got another one right and put junipers down. What the hell is wrong with me? There we go. Okay, yeah, this looks fine. This looks fine over here. Yeah, I'm very pleased with how Rockfield Crossing is shaping up, even though we did only gain like 2,000 population tonight. But there is some demand. So I think adding a little density over here and cleaning up the shapes. Oh yeah, this will be a really nice block with a walkable alley. We are getting fucked by the hills though, so probably as it ascends up into the hills, that's where we'll put our forestry industry. You know, actually, what is the elevation like? Ah, Christ, it gets hilly right away because I kind of want to just like go this way, come across the rail tracks again, and connect up here. Might be able to work in some more density there, but well, this is for next time. Though the one thing is, it's a shame because our outro cinematic camera is mostly going to be looking at Stinkheim. There's a lot of really nice shots here in Rockfield. Let's check some overviews for Rockfield first. Happiness, they're relatively happy. I was a little concerned with the lack of parks, they'd be upset. Citizen health. Healthcare. Our death care is fine. Oh! One thing before we stop, well, maybe a couple things before we stop, is there's no garbage capacity here in Rockfield, and I don't want an incinerator, but with $7,000 a week, we can absolutely afford a recycling center. It's a little loud, might piss off the cows, but do that here. It's gonna be a little noisy. Actually, I want it... Ah, Christ, I don't know where I want to put it, because it's going to block traffic no matter what I do. Put it here on... No, fuck. We'll run it off the donut shop. There you go. So now we shouldn't see as many garbage trucks coming off the highway to service Rockfield. The recycling program should take care of all that. I am definitely feeling the performance go down though, but Rockfield is a very happening place. Does it get better when I look away? It really doesn't. The game might just start to run like absolute dog shit before we can get much further. Beautiful city, though. Land value? Relatively high in the city center, and then it starts to decrease down here near the outskirts, which is good. Yeah, it near the subway station? That's a very expensive and popular place to be. What do we have here? Population density. No, this is population age. Leisure? I think the school is maybe that unique high school is cheering these people up. Park areas. The gazebos kind of count, so if we could actually put a gazebo over here, that'd cheer up this part of town. And we should really strive to do that. Has to be on the road, though. We can't put it on the path, which is a shame because most of these open spots are near the paths. There we go. Snuggle you right in. We should cheer them up. Eventually, I hope. Level up the buildings, too. Hopefully not too much. Because we did decorate specifically with the current building levels in mind. So it's funny because we have like the main joke city is Stinkenheim, but then we've spent this incredible amount of time detailing Rockfield, which is just a suburb. Did I address the sewer problem? I didn't, Justin. Good call. It's another thing we want to get out of the way. Yeah, it's not causing problems, but it's gonna cause problems. And we're gonna decommission Stenchburg. So for now, we can just, as a temporary stopgap, have another treatment center in Old Stenchburg. Once we decommission Stenchburg and make it like an urban residential commercial development, we'll need to make a like utilities section. I'm thinking, I've seen other people do it, and I think it's really cool, is they make like a canal. They run the canal inland and then pump water out of that, rather than like waste shoreline property with water pumps. I think that's pretty slick. Still a long way to go. There's the historic waterfront, remember? The old town we need to redevelop and bring that subway in properly. We have to decommission Stenchburg, make it an actual district, a part of the city that's not factories. And then this is all going to be fixed. And then, yeah, we might even just slowly sprawl our way down the highway and absorb Rockfield Crossing.
Isn't there something about the flute that just makes you want to make a cup of tea?
Literally took all night, but Rockfield looks just fucking beautiful.
Better part of a decade
But I think it is time to wrap it up, though. So
let's
switch to our thanks for watching cinematic camera.
Now, let's play another.
And of course, it's just fucking trucks on the highway. But oh, there's a bus there. I'm guessing that's not my bus. That's a green bus. I don't think I have a green bus line. There's a lot more work to be done on Rockfield next time. We also have to work on Wood Grove, which the other side of Rockfield is smaller, so I think it won't take as long. So we'll have time to expand Rock Grove, and I'm thinking even maybe we try to get across that highway with like an overpass, and we put some more farmland on the other side. So you sort of drive right through the middle of Earl's farmland when you get to that end of the Redmond Expressway. But I am really enjoying the decorating, but based on how the game's starting to run, maybe I gotta really dial it back. Or maybe just the game's gonna run like absolute shit until we're finished here. Like this is kind of bad. It was not running like this when we started today. But we'll see. We'll see how she goes. Maybe we won't be able to go all the way on this city. It'll just start to run way too bad. But these are all problems for next time. Well, it's a problem for right now because it's running bad, but we can pretend it's a problem for next time. So thanks for coming out to watch, and I'll see you next time with more, well, Stinkenheim, but specifically Rockfield Crossing. So until then.